Welcome to Jira Assistant Pivot Report demo. Pivot Report lets you design your own report with row and column grouping. It also gives control over how you want to use fields like work logs, comments or any other fields. In this video, let us create a report similar to Worklog report. First we will have to pull list of issues from Jira. For that we need to configure the data source. As of now Pivot Report supports pulling list of issues using JQL query or based on selected sprint. And then further filter the issues using JQL query. For our case, let us use raw JQL query for couple of users having worklog between the provided date range. Once done with providing the query, let us proceed with designing the report. Towards right corner, you can see list of fields from Jira, categorized under various tabs. You can search for the fields from top, and drag and drop required fields. If you have a look at the Worklog report, first we show Worklog authors, and then date range as columns. Now let us search for Worklog author field. It should be available under Derived tab. Drag and drop Worklog author to report fields. Then search for special field named date range. Again drag and drop it to the fields list. Now configure the date to be shown by selecting the date range. Now let's mark this field as column group by selecting this checkbox. Once we mark this as column group, this field let us add subfields. Before we add subfields, let us try to run the report, which should throw an error. The error states grouping is enabled for this field, but do not contain row values. That means we have added date range field as column group, but have not configured the field to be shown under that column. Let us now go back to Pivot Report and drag and drop Worklog time spent field under the date range field. Now let's try to run the report. You see the report got generated, but the data is not returned as expected. We expect a single row for each user, but individual rows are returned for each worklog. We can solve this issue with the help of row grouping. Now once again let's refresh and see the data. Now we see only one row for each user. However, if you look at the hours reported, it is showing total under each column. That is because we added time spent field, but we did not configure to filter the worklog. To do that, let's select Worklog started time field for filtering issues under date range. Now let us once again run the report. We should now see the data identical with our Worklog report. Let's switch and compare with Worklog report. Let us try adding more fields to see how report behaves. Let me now search and add project field as the first column, then enable grouping. Now let's try refreshing the report. You see, under each project, for each user, individual sets of logs are displayed. This is where grouping is more useful. Let us try adding one more field. We can enable grouping for Epic Link field as well. You see under each project and under individual epoch, user-wise worklog details are displayed. We can rearrange these fields and refresh the report to preview the change. If you wish to view issue-wise worklog details, then you can add key field below worklog author field. Then refresh to preview the change. Now, for each user, under individual issue, time logged is displayed. Let's compare the data with worklog report. And we see it is matching for individual issues. Thank you for watching this video. If you like Jira Assistant, consider rating us at Web Store and share it with others via social media.